All right, so homework 37, we're simplifying a rational expression. Easiest thing to do to simplify this is first of all make it all just a multiplying. So anything in the denominator, we're going to move it up to the top, and when we move it up to the top, the sign is going to change. So if it's a positive, the exponent will be negative. If it was a negative, it changed to a positive. So this would be written as a to the 3/2 times a to the negative 1/4 times a to the, and instead of this being positive 1/3, we're going to make it a negative 1/3. Then we can use our rule when we're multiplying with the same base, we add the exponent. So basically we're just doing the adding and subtracting with our fractions, so we have to have a common denominator. My common denominator in this case, if I have a 2, a 4, and a 3, looks like I'd have to use 12. Making my equivalent fractions, 4 goes into 12. Oops, I better do the first one. Now I got the wrong number up there. Do the first fraction. 3/2. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 6 times 3 would give me 18. Then 4 would go into 12 3 times. 3 times my minus 1 would be minus 3. And then 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times minus 1 would be minus 4. So I'm going to do 18 minus 3 minus 4, which would give me 11. So I get a to the 11/12 power. And since that's a positive exponent, I don't have to do anything else to simplify. If you're really bad with fractions, you could grab your calculator and do the adding and subtracting that way, but it's not that bad. So on the second one, same thing. This time we have two things in the denominator. We're going to move them both up to the numerator. So I'm going to have y to the 1/3 times, and then the next one would be
negative 1/4.
Y to the negative 1/4 times y to the negative 3/4. And again on this one, if I'm looking at my common denominator, it's going to be 12. So 3 goes into 12. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 goes into 12.
3 times negative 3.
So negative 3, and then 4 goes into 12 again.
3 times negative 9.
So 3 times negative 3 would be negative 9, right? So 4 minus 3 minus 9 would give me
Negative 8.
negative 8/12 then. Y to the negative 8/12. So we have a fraction. If I have negative 8/12, I can reduce that down, right? Negative 8/12 would reduce down to
2/3.
negative 2/3, right?
Negative 2/3.
And since my exponent is negative, what do I have to do to get rid of the negative exponent? Flip it, so I'm going to put 1 over y to the 2/3 power. Sneak that all in there, and that's what my answer is going to look like. Third one, same kind of thing. I'm going to move that up from the denominator. So I'm going to have a to the 5/2 times a to the negative 1/2 times a to the negative 1/3. And so my common denominator there would be 6. 2 goes into 6. 3 times 5.
15.
2 goes into 6 again.
3 times negative 3.
And 3 goes into 6.
2 times negative
2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And so 15 minus 3 minus 2 gives me
2.
10/6, which I can reduce down.
5/3.
So a to the 5/3 is going to be my answer since it has a positive exponent. All right, not so bad, right? Worst part is doing the fractions.